Good afternoon, everybody. We're going to get started in just a few moments. We're going to give everyone enough time to get logged in here. So it'll be about another 60 seconds or so. Okay, I think the participant quantity there is stopped there. So let's go ahead and get started. Welcome, everybody. Good morning. I guess it's not quite afternoon here yet, but thanks for joining our virtual open house today. We really do appreciate it. My name is Justin, I'm a regional sales manager for Adair. And then also on your screen there, at least he should be on your screen, is Andrew. He is a homeownership counselor in our North Bend location. And so yeah, today we're excited to actually show you a beautiful home. It's our Klickitat model. And we do have a really nice Q&A feature, a question feature down at the very bottom. You'll see Q&A. We highly encourage you or recommend if you have any questions as we go through this, please go ahead and use that Q&A feature. More questions, the better. We love to answer them. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and hand this over to Andrew. So Andrew's going to walk us through a little bit of the Klickitat on our website, actually show you the floor plan, and then we're going to virtually walk through the home with you. So it's exciting. Let's go ahead and jump right into this. Andrew,
okay.
Ready?
Thank you, Justin. I appreciate it. Yeah, like Justin said, we're going to show you the beautiful Klickitat floor plan today. This customer chose quite a few upgrades, so did a really nice job with selecting finishes and colors and making some customizations to the plan that'll show you. As you can see, what I'm showing you on the screen right now, this is this customer chose the Traditions exterior, which is the simplest of the three that are available, but it has really nice clean lines. You can see a couple of variations in the type of siding that they use. Of course, it's all James Hardy plank, very high quality siding, but it's also available if you wanted something a little, this one here kind of adds a little more detail to the belly band and the garage door and the wraps on the front porch, and then also available in Craftsman. But for today, we're going to be looking at the Traditions that our customer chose. And then if you scroll up a little bit, you get a look at the floor plan and some of the options that are available with it. As you can see, this is a really popular plan. A couple of things people really like about it that select this plan is one, that the master suite is separated from the secondary bedrooms. So you have the master suite over here on this side, then you have all the living area between the master and the kids' rooms or the secondary bedrooms that are under over on the other side of the house. So it gives you some nice privacy in your master suite. The other feature that people go absolutely crazy for in this one is look at the size of that walk-in closet. It's bigger than a bedroom. It's just a huge closet for the master suite, and that's made it really popular as well. Also, a couple of other options that you can add to it is a covered patio, which this customer did. Also, the dining room can be converted into a den. And again, that's one of the things that this customer selected. Let's look at his floor plan. So this is his plan after he made his custom upgrades and selections. And I'll show you some of the things that he changed about the plan, just to give you some ideas of what we're able to do. One of the things he did, kind of a big ticket item, was added a third bay onto the garage, which I think is a really nice touch, and we'll look at it, what it looks like on video. I was a little worried that it, because of the L shape of this particular house, that it was going to, look kind of awkward, and it's just the opposite. I think it looks absolutely fantastic in the finished product. This customer's plan is to put a hot tub out here outside of the master suite. So we pre-wired for a hot tub circuit and then added this door right here to have access to the hot tub from the master suite. He added a second sink to the secondary bathroom over here on the other side. The master comes with two sinks already. They added a vaulted ceiling, they did the fireplace, the patio cover, I think I already mentioned, and bumped out the nook. So really nice level of upgrades there. He also picked quite a few really nice finishes. He did undermount sinks in the bathrooms, solid surface countertops. So he chose a granite countertop in Nero honed black, and it looks really beautiful. It's kind of a different type of granite in that it's not shiny. It kind of has more of a matte finish to it, and that's become popular here recently. Upgraded the carpet, just a little bump in the upgrade of the carpet. It's pretty close to standards. And as we go and look through the video, I'll point out some of the other upgrades along the way. This customer spent approximately $90,000 in upgrades, just to give you a rough idea. So kind of on the higher end. You can certainly do a beautiful house for even less, but I think you'll see the end results. Just looks absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, Andrew, if you don't mind, could you go back to the website really quick, just so we can get a good idea as the difference that the customer decided to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, just give us one more opportunity to take a peek at that. And the nice thing about our website too, as well, is it does allow you to customize the floor plan on our website. There's a little configurator on there that allows you to have some fun with it. And we embrace the customization of the floor plans. There's obviously a lot of floor plans to choose from, but sometimes the way we actually have it drawn up is not going to be specific to your family's needs and wants. So, if that's the case, when you come in to meet with us, we'd be more than happy to explore some of the options on changing some of these things. So, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Justin. You're right. One of the other things I probably should have pointed out was that this particular plan that's shown on the website is the standard configuration, and this customer chose the reverse of it. So all of our floor plans, you can flip-flop the other direction if it makes more sense for your lot, and there's no additional charge or anything for that. But all the ones that you see on our website are available in two different configurations. I should also point out that we have a very similar plan to this. So the downstairs is almost identical. It's a little bit different because they had to make room for stairs, but there's a bonus room above the garage, and that one's called the Lincoln. And so sometimes people, if they need a little additional space or maybe want some additional space for the kids, they say, hey, I love this floor plan. It's just not quite big enough for my family. That's one to take a look at as well. All right, we're ready to watch the video?
Let's do it.
Oops, not quite at the beginning. So quick shot of the outside, and we'll see more of the outside when we get towards the end. So you walk to the front door, and immediately to the right is this den. So remember, this could also have been a dining room, in which case that wall on the left would be open to the other area. And then instead of the double doors that you saw when we walked in, that would be just a finished opening.
It looks like the customer decided to do full wrap windows there too, right?
Yep, they did a full wrap on the windows. So in the Craftsman trim, so full wrap windows, and then Craftsman baseboards and headers and that kind of thing. We get a little glimpse of the fireplace. You'll get a little better look at it later in the video, but you'll see the nice fireplace with the mantle that he chose there. Now we're going to go towards the master suite. So the master is kind of behind the fireplace. And so as we walk in here, you'll see it's a huge, bedroom portion of the master suite. And there's that door over there on the right. So he chose to do a half light door, we call them, where the window's on the top half of the door to allow some additional light into the bedroom. You may notice and it's kind of hard to tell, I guess, from the video, but he also chose a 9-foot plate height. So the ceilings in here are 9 feet tall, which also extended the windows by a foot. And so gives it a really nice look, feels much more open. I think a really, really nice upgrade. In the master here, he chose the standard master upgrade, which gives them a separate tub and shower. So what comes as standard in our master baths is a typical bathtub with a shower over it. So the upgrade is to do a separate tub and shower combo. This particular one comes with a tile surround. It's about a $4,500 upgrade. A couple of other things to point out here is one is the backsplash isn't installed yet. So I think the tile layer was literally there at the time that we took this video, kind of doing the final touches on the house. So don't be alarmed by that. Here you get a pretty good look at that honed Nero mist granite. And the customer also opted for undermount sinks in the bathroom. He went with oval. They're also available in a rectangle shape. And and I should also point out that this is a piece of furniture that the customer added on their own. So that's not something that Adair does, but it's a towel holder with little cubbies in it, kind of a thing. There's another look at the separate shower. Kind of went through that pretty quick. Let me back up just a little bit here. So get a little better glimpse at the drop-in tub with backsplash that's already installed. Kind of get a glimpse there at the walk-in. That's about only half of it. It's got a nice big window in there. It's really neat to have natural light inside your closet. So as you're getting ready and looking at yourself in the mirror, you can see what you're going to look like when you go out for the day. So I think a really nice touch.
Yeah,
I don't think the video quite does. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. I was just going to say, just to remind everyone, if you guys do have any questions or comments, feel free to use the Q&A feature down there at the bottom. We'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you might have.
Thank you, Justin. Yeah, another glimpse of the bathroom. Standard light fixtures in here. The cabinets are also standard in this particular house. So this is something that it's included in the base price of the house. They're not upgraded. He picked for one of our standard selections. I think they look absolutely beautiful. Also, we're going to get another look at the master bedroom now on the way back out. So we're coming back into the main part of the bedroom with that door, and you can see the massive windows that are in there. Those are all standard. That's not any kind of an upgrade or anything. It's just what comes with it. You may notice some little round plates on the ceiling as we go through the house. This customer, because it's a really rural build, it's out kind of in a rural area on a big parcel of property. It's over 5 acres. And so there's fire suppression that's been installed. So if you need that, it kind of gives you an idea of what it looks like. There's kind of a flat round disc that you'll see on the ceiling in various places throughout the house. Another nice look at the kitchen. Look at that beautiful flooring he selected. That's our Presto. So we use Shaw flooring in our houses. And this particular flooring is Presto. It's called weathered barnwood. And I think just a really nice choice for this house. It goes so nice with his cabinets and countertop choices. Just wanted to kind of pause here. He did an upgraded range. So he converted it to propane. There's no gas in his area, so he's using a propane tank, and it's a double oven. Otherwise, the appliances that you see in the kitchen are standard. The dishwasher and the microwave hood are standard. The refrigerator we don't include or even offer, so those are always provided by the customer. Get another look at an undermount sink in here. He chose the single basin stainless steel undermount sink, which is nice. It gives you one nice big compartment. And they come also in 2 compartments. I personally prefer the one because about the only thing I hand wash is skillets and that kind of stuff that have long handles that won't, you have to put them sideways in the sink. Everything else I stick in the dishwasher. So for my lifestyle, I really like these single compartment sinks as well. But they're huge, really deep, and, big, and looks really nice with the granite countertops. There's that dining room, and this would come normal standard with just a 6-panel, solid door going out to the patio. But in this case, he added that half-light door just like he did in the bedroom, for some symmetry. Plus, he just wanted to add some additional light into the dining room. I think it was a really good call, especially with the patio cover. Patio cover tends to block out a little bit of light, but you can kind of get a little glimpse of the patio cover out that window there. Just another look. Oh, in the Another thing I should point out is, in addition to the 9-foot ceilings, he also vaulted the ceiling in the living area. So you'll see how it goes way up. It gives it a really huge open feel to it. There was also some additional can lights in the living area in the great room, which is kind of behind us now from where we're looking, but I think we get another glimpse as we're coming back out. Right now we're heading into bedroom number 2. So there's a little linen closet right there, which is very handy. Kind of keep your extra towels and sheets and whatever that you stock up with. Get a good look there at that fully wrapped window again. And then what's really neat about this one is both the secondary bedrooms also have walk-in closets, which I think is a really neat touch. Especially if you have kids, you can get them to shove all that stuff away, and the rest of the room hopefully will look a little neater. We always do wooden poles and shelves in all of our closets, which is a nice touch of, or a lot of others use that wire stuff, which I think is not nearly as attractive or efficient. So now we're going to be going through the Jack and Jill bathroom. So both of these bedrooms share a bathroom. It comes standard with one sink. This customer opted to put in a second sink, again with the same granite that he used in both the kitchen and the master bath, and undermount oval sinks again. You can see the backsplash is still being installed on this day. Then you go out the other door and you end up in bedroom number 3. So the customer's already started to move had some of their furniture delivered. Get another look at that upgraded millwork, which I just think gives it a really nice finishing touches. So what comes standard on the windows would be drywall wrapped and textured windows. So if you didn't do the wrapped window option, you would get finished drywall windows, which also looks nice. This little half bath right outside the
Andrew, I have a quick question. I have a quick question here for you.
Okay.
Since we just went through the bathrooms, I guess a little pop quiz here for you. Do you recall the dimensions of those rooms?
Of the bathrooms or the bedrooms?
The bedrooms.
The bedrooms, yeah, they are both about the same. They're about, one's 13 by 12, and the other is 12 by 12. So bedroom 2 is 12 by 12. Bedroom 3 is 13 by 12.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to tell because when these cameras, these videographers go through, they use those rounded lenses so we can capture a wider range of the video, but sometimes it kind of distorts the sizes of things. So those are some good sized bedrooms.
I agree. I feel like this house looks bigger in person, than it does in the video, especially like the closet and some of that kind of stuff. But you're right, it's really hard. I don't know if you've ever tried to photograph inside of a house. It's really, you can't get far enough away to get good perspective. And so you're absolutely right. That's a great point, Justin. Yeah, so they are very nice sized bedrooms. And we're going to take a look at the utility room. Customers already brought in their washer and dryer and some household supplies, but nice big mud room. That door there leads out to the garage. And so you can come into the garage, drop your muddy shoes or whatever if you have them. Plenty of room for storage and extra items in here. So it's kind of nice to have that room. Again, with the weathered barnwood floor they did throughout the living areas downstairs, I think adds a really nice touch. I also like the color of the wall color he selected is kind of a light gray, a little hard to tell in the pictures. So we're heading back down the hall. So that's bedroom 2 in front of us again. And then we're going to come back out and get a look at the kitchen. I think this will give you a good look at the additional can lights that he added in the great room as well. Kind of went quick. We'll back up a couple seconds here and try it again. But you'll see the additional can lights in the living area are nice. A couple things to point out here on the Traditions exterior are he did enclosed soffits. So if you look up here on the eaves, you see that that's enclosed. So a lot of times you just see the truss tails up there if you didn't do that. Kind of an unusual upgrade in this area. People tend to do it in colder weather climates, but it does give it a really nice finished look. And I'm glad he did it. I think it looks fantastic. Another look at that third bay. There's a good look at the back patio. As you can see, they're starting to get settled in with some of their stuff still out there. But you can get a good look at the patio cover from this view and kind of get an idea of its land. I mean, its grass is starting to come in. It's a little blotchy still, but it's going to be beautiful when it gets done. And just a beautiful piece of property in a beautiful house.
You should see my grass right now, Andrew. It doesn't look anywhere near that good.
Yeah, mine neither. Yeah, it looks great. He's been taking care of it, trying to get it to come in. I talked to him a few days ago. He's just so happy, very excited about the house. And, he's got his furniture moved in and just had a really great experience with both Adair and in the house. So it's I'm just really excited for him, kind of living vicariously through him, because this is a really beautiful place that he did. So kind of one last look there at the exterior. And that's the view of the Klickitat. Do we have any questions come in, Justin?
Yeah, we sure did. So let's go ahead and go through a couple of these. And Andrew, thanks a lot for going through all that. That was great. But we have a question here from Christy in regards to the Klickitat floor plan shows the master bathtub in the closet with no window. And so she just wanted to clarify, can you get a window in there? So you can maybe just kind of touch on the customization and how we're able to do that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't quite understand. She's saying it shows, I think the window is standard. You're talking about the window above the tub? Is that what she was talking about? I think I missed something. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I can kind of answer the question here too, and that is, so if, on the standard plan, if there is an area where you would like a window to be placed, we will definitely do that. That's not complicated at all. But there are some standard locations for our windows. And but yeah, if there's some additional windows you want to add, or even subtract a window in there or move something around, we definitely have the ability to make that happen.
Yeah, so that's a common change people make. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, and so in this particular case, that might have been the case here, where we may have moved a window or added a window
right
for this customer. Okay. So here's a question just around fire suppression. Andrew, I know in King County specifically, fire suppression is generally needed the majority of the time. Yeah. Can you kind of touch on the actual cost associated with that typically?
Yeah, it depends on the square footage of the house, but it can be, typically if it's a really small house, maybe 10 to 20,000 is about the range that we typically see. Maybe not quite that high, it's probably more accurate to say 14 to 18, but it's a fairly significant cost, but something that's just kind of part of the cost of building in King County. Sometimes not every property needs it. So they look at the square footage of the house. They look at the access to a fire hydrant, the proximity of a fire station, if the driveway is wide enough for fire equipment to get through. So there's a bunch of factors that go in. Each of those has a point value, and then if you exceed the points, then they say, or there's some things that just automatically you need fire suppression for. So it's kind of all those. In this particular case, this house is on a well, and so almost always when you're on a well, you'll need fire suppression.
Yeah, you're definitely going to want it just in case.
Yes. Exactly.
And Adair takes accountability for the system, and so that'll be part of the actual home order. So we'll actually warranty it and take care of that for you. That's gonna be part of your home warranty. Okay. All right. So we have a question here from Jennifer, and was curious about the material used on the flooring. Can you just quick little recap of what material was actually used?
I'm sorry, you're right, Jennifer. I didn't do a very good job of explaining that. That's luxury vinyl planking, so it's LVP, and then I think I told you the color is weathered barn wood, but it's LVP is probably the most popular flooring that we do right now because it's very durable, and it's really hard to tell once it's installed. As I'm sure you saw from the video. It looks almost identical to hardwood. It's really difficult to tell the difference. A lot of people think of that Pergo back in the day that's real clicky when you walk on it and it just feels cheap and fake. It's not like that anymore. They've really come a long ways with the technology, and it's very nice. The nice thing is it's got a composite backing on it. So it's much more tolerant of water. It's much more scratch resistant and ding resistant because it's basically made out of a very durable material.
Thanks, Andrew. Next question here is from Stacy in regards to how long the building process will take. So yeah, might as well start from maybe the time maybe someone walks into our branch to the time they get their keys.
Yeah, and from the time you walk into the branch till you get, from the time you find property till you're getting the keys in King County, it's about 18 months. You know, in some of our other offices, if you're looking at different build areas, I think the build time is much different, but King County takes a long time to get permits. So it makes the build time a little bit longer than it is in some other areas. The actual time to construct the house is 6 to 7 months, depending on the size of the house. But finding the land, getting it ready, and then getting permits uses up the rest of that time.
Yeah, that's a good point, Andrew. Depending on where you are looking to build, that timeline can definitely change. So yeah, in King County, that is very accurate. In some of our branches, it's closer to 12 months instead. So you just want to connect with your local branch to get a better idea of what your specific timeline would be.
Yeah, and I should have probably mentioned that too with fire suppression, Justin, because it's a little more strict in King County with the fire suppression. I think some other counties are require it much less often, and sometimes in King County they require whole house fire suppression, where in Pierce County, for example, they only require one fire sprinkler over the stove, and so then it's obviously much less expensive. So again, if you're looking to build outside of King County, some of my answers may not apply.
Yep. Okay. And then the question here from Stacy in regards to bay windows and what options we have available there. Would you mind touching on that a little bit?
Bay windows, yeah, we use Geldwin as our window manufacturer. And so we would have to pick something that they offer, and we just kind of handle it on a case by case basis, and we'll take a look at your plan and what you have in mind and help work through whether we can get it to work or not. But in most cases we can.
Yeah, in most cases we can, and it kind of depends on what type of bay window you want to. I mean, some of them are actual like structural bay where it's built into the house. We can definitely do those. Specific window styles, sometimes that gets a little more complicated, but that doesn't necessarily mean we can't. So we can definitely look into those options for you. Okay. So Andrew, just a question here, or at least just to kind of recap and let everyone know in regards to just next steps. So if someone wanted to get a hold of one of our locations, one of our branches, or get a hold of you to kind of just explore next steps, how would they go about doing that?
Probably the easiest way to do it is to go to the website and do either a live chat. There's an 800 number that you can call, or you can email, and one of our online homeownership counselors will get you scheduled at the appropriate branch for where your build is, or you can call the branch directly and set up an appointment that way. And we're a little harder to get a hold of sometimes because we're often in meetings, and we get booked up with other things. So you usually have to leave a message and call back, whereas the online team has access to our calendar, so they can just get you scheduled to come in and meet with us, and we'll talk about your specific project and needs and help you through the process that way.
Okay, very good. All right, I think that concludes our questions. Unless another one pops up here, we'll make sure we get it answered. But I just wanted to thank everyone for taking time out of their day and spending with us here real quick for a quick 30 minutes on this beautiful floor plan. If you guys have any additional questions that you maybe want to take offline, feel free to reach out as Andrew suggested. And we really appreciate you joining us. Hope everyone has a great day and try to stay cool this weekend.
Thank you, everyone.